On the last one, we made it to Pluvius Domum, and I think on this one we're just going to start traveling toward Olahester Star. 8.6 million kilometers. It's going to take a hot minute to get there, but that's okay. I've had a bit of a think about this, and I believe I'm ready to start reorganizing the ship, but I'm also thinking that it would be a good idea to unlock advanced construction. So we're going to add that one to the queue. I want to look at the research queue, and we're going to move that one up in the list because I want that one before anything else. I want us to get advanced construction so that we can replace some of these walls with sturdier walls. Now, it's going to be interesting to do that because there's a lot of stuff in the way that needs to be moved first, but minor details. We'll get around to that later. As soon as we have that stuff in place, well, actually, here, let's start doing this now. We're going to fill in all of this gap right here and all of this right here. And if this thing turns into a giant weird square, like the Borg cube, I'm totally okay with that. But I just want to go ahead and start working on those for now. Over here, we have been working on some solar panels because it has become readily apparent as the game has continued on that there is no such thing as enough power. If I'm not mistaken, these guys are already set to their 25% cleaning, so we'll copy that to everyone. There we go, that's nice. We now have, wow, a fair amount of power, which is good because we're researching. That's not that heavy, and the next one won't be that heavy, but advanced computing is going to be super duper heavy. And actually, I'm just kind of taking a look here, and I'm wondering if we might not be better off. I'm going to slow down for just a second. If we might not be better off doing something else. Oh, solar efficiency, we're not able to do that. Solar panel, rather. I'm combining two things, energy efficiency with solar panel arrays, larger arrays. That would be really good. Matter reactors, those are a little beefier than our current ones that we're ignoring. But that would also give us batteries, which would be really good. Oh, and nuclear storage down here. Nuclear reactor pops out 1 megawatt. That sounds fantastic. I would actually really like the batteries, but I don't think that's going to happen right now, so we might just have to roll with a bunch of solar panels for the time being. Now, well, these guys, I don't know who these guys... Oh, we can't actually get anyone over there because we need an airlock. I see that. Let's install an airlock right there. I would like to keep part... great. That usually happens when someone new has popped out, and then they start popping out new stuff. Whatever. I'd like to keep the inside of this ship, some of the inside portion here, as being wide open space. So we're going to go ahead and let everyone work on creating an airlock right there so that we can then expand on this area out here. I think what we'll end up doing is maybe we'll get rid of this airlock and we'll convert it into a door, and we'll more or less enclose this area, because what I would like to do, I told you I'd had to think about things. Oh, our refrigerator is not connected to power. There you go. Do we have anything in there? We have 1 bread in there. So will anyone haul that to the thing? I think someone's going to, but you need to also load that up with more food type materials to make. All that sort of jazz. Okay. Cool. No one's concerned about that. We'll worry about that later. It's fine. It's really, really fine. Okay, good. Someone is doing something there. And then I don't really care too much about what's going on in this area here, because it just kind of is what it is. You are at... okay, research. That's fine. I need to see. You're at 6 out of 8, so you know what? You can just reach. That was not the plan, but it works fantastically well for me, so let's do that. So we do have the advanced research now, so what I would like to do is decommission those walls And I'm not too concerned about the order of operations on this stuff. I'm kind of okay with letting everyone do things, because then we're going to do... let's do reinforced walls, and we're going to put these guys right there. And then once those new walls are in place, what we'll do is we will wait for those to be put in place, and we'll replace these walls in here with more reinforced walls. That's the plan. It's a pretty good plan if you ask me, I think anyway. And then as this stuff comes online, we will... Ooh, Richard Eve is up to construction level 6. That's fantastic. That bodes well, I guess. I don't know. It seems like that bodes well. I'm not really sure. Let's see, this whole area in here is still not really contained, so I think what we'll do is we'll add some additional walls. We're going to put something like this, and then we'll add just a regular door. We're going to put that guy right there. Okay. We're going to put that guy right there. And then we're going to get rid of these walls here because we don't need them anymore. And that's going to give all the bots here faster access to all this stuff too. So there technically is an advantage to that, but that wasn't really the whole point here. Not at all. Everyone's doing good work here. Space diarrhea has ended. That's good news. And then we have bunch of solar panels that are working. Everything is good. Everything is about to go to crap here in a second. No pun intended after the space diarrhea. Oh, it's going to be brutal. So the sooner you guys finish, the better, because I want to add some additional solar arrays over here. Can we do something like that? I don't know if they work in multiple rows, so I'm kind of inclined to find out. All right, research speed ×2. I think we have enough. Well, we might not have enough for this now. Because if I'm correct, then yeah, we don't have enough disk space. We're not anywhere near. We need a bunch of disk space. So to do that, we're going to have to add some new disk drives. So let's add some disk modules. And we're going to need at least 3 of them, so we'll add those guys. And we're also going to need a socket, so let's add a floor socket. And we'll put that right there is a really good spot, actually. That's going to hit most everything there. Everyone's doing good work over here. There's still... I know we have titanium plates, so I'm not concerned about not having the materials. They just haven't prioritized hauling that. And by the way, I should just go ahead and mention, if you are at all the type where you're annoyed that we don't have the same floors and everything everywhere, I'm sorry. It just, that's the way it's going to be. I was actually hoping to replace that one with regular floor. There we go. I did intend for that to be the case, if you don't mind. And we're going to start building some walls here. We can do some walls like that. How are you doing over here? Oh, excellent. Good work. Good job on that. And we're going to deconstruct those guys. I might have to build them one at a time just because I suspect the cooking station is in the way. So we'll have them... Yeah, they're going to say they can't get to that one, but they can. You can get to it now. We just have them build one at a time so that they don't lock themselves inside or, you know, whatever the space, whatever case may be. Okay, you go in and you do that. And then we will now go ahead and do a reinforced wall. Now, I don't know why I'm specifically doing a reinforced wall here. There's not really any rhyme or reason to this, because it doesn't really matter that much. So what we're going to do is we're going to relocate our human occupancy area to a different place. Now, where is this? That's reachable. You can get there. I know you can get there. No, it's not. Trust me, you can get there. I'm doing this the smart way. I'm doing it one at a time. So you can get there. I know you can. Here, while these guys are waiting for additional materials to construct the solar panels, we'll go ahead and do this, and then we're going to start wiring all of these guys, because we're going to need them. I mean, we're adding a bunch of solar panels, and yet it is not going to be anywhere near enough. We might be out of plastics. I have been concerned about that. I have been concerned. I've had concerns. I have had concerns. Let us go ahead and hit a generalist and just see if we can find one of those guys, because we might have actually run out of plastic here. Where is our plastique? I don't see any in here. There's 3. And then our plastic over here. No plastic in that one. And we have 103 plastic over there, so that's actually fine. Okay, good. Just the same, I am still concerned about running out of plastic, so I want to make sure that we are at least paying attention to that. And then we're going to add, hey, another reinforced wall over here now that that one has been added. What I'm trying to do with all of this is get us to the point where we're actually ready to kind of withstand some bigger problems. I don't know if it's actually going to work. Yeah, I thought that might not work on those guys. Dang it. These ones are fine, though. They're all at 25. But it's going to take a little bit to get there, I think. So we're also going to need an oxygen pump. Let's just add one of those guys right there, and then we'll add a heater right there. So we'll add a couple of those things there. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be expanding this area here. We'll probably add a door in here once we get oxygen and all of that, because if we look right now, it's airtight, which is great, and it's insulated, which is great, but there's no oxygen, and there's very little heat, so we need to kind of get this stuff set up for habitation. So that's going to get us set up on oxygen. That's going to very slowly start. What was that? Did someone just explode? I thought I saw a pop. Okay, I don't know what I saw, but I thought I saw something. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give this guy the next boost of energy. I guess it's now or never, right? That's still short. That's 22, so we need one more before it's ready to go. I think I'd rather have those solar panels be completed before we do anything with them. But that's going to mean more copper wire, so very slowly trying to take care of all this stuff here. So oxygen is very, very slowly creeping into this room. I suppose what we could do is we could add a vent in here, but I don't know. And I don't know if one oxygen generator is going to be sufficient for here. I kind of think we might need to have 2, or at least do some venting. So I suspect if we did that, we would have enough to cover everything. And then I don't know how this is going to do on heat. Again, it's kind of the same question. I should have done these in the center of the room, but I was trying to be cheap and not have to build more sockets because we're kind of limited on a variety of materials at this point. You look at this, we're still waiting for wire. Never mind, we don't have many transistors, so I'm trying to do it kind of on the cheap, which means that this is not going to be done the best way that it can be. But eventually this will start to filter in over here, I think. Gosh, I hope. I mean, it is very slowly picking up. We could always just put another one in here, but man, like I said, I really don't want to do that. But it's probably for the best in case there's any sort of malfunction or anything, you know, and just meh. How many available slots do you have? 1. So we could put a floor socket in here. Fine. We'll just put this guy right in the center of that room, and as soon as we have that in place, then we'll go ahead and add another heater and all that jazz into the room. I know, I was being hopeful. Okay, so we'll put a heater in the corner over here. We'll put an oxygen pump in the corner over here. I really don't think these are going to be necessary in the long run, but I guess this is not heating up the way I was hoping it would, so whatever, it'll be fine. Okay, we have run out of transistors, which I think... No, we still need a wire on that one, so I'm going to wait a second. I was going to say, I think what that means is we can transition to transistors, but no, I don't want to do that just yet. I think we still need some additional stuff before we do that. Now that one will need transistors, I stand corrected. So the wire's done on that one. Let's go ahead and change you to, we'll stop producing that, and we will now start producing that. I kind of wish I could have them queue up multiple things, but it doesn't appear to be the case. It's about 12 hours until we get a trader rolling in. You know what we should do? I've been remiss on this. We should check what's in storage. So we have mostly male clothing. Well, I guess it's 4 and 3, so... No, 4 and 4. So we have enough clothing for everyone. That is kind of a general concern, is that we have enough clothing for everyone. Okay. This guy is not close enough for power because I put that totally in the wrong spot. Okay. Let's relocate that to right there then. That'll solve the problem. Just pick up the heater and move it. I really do appreciate that you can just dump stuff very quickly and it's just kind of like done. It's great. Okay, how are we doing on temperature in here? There we go. This should take care of the problem. And then how are we doing with oxygen? Still not good, but we'll get to that eventually. Here we go. Finally got a transistor made, so we can drop that in. Wonder if we could sell transistors, like if we can just make a bunch of copper wire and transistors and stuff like that, and just make all of those as our way of making money. It's one of those things I haven't really looked into what makes money, you know, because I'm just trying to enjoy the whole discovery here and not necessarily just look up how to do every little thing. That's just my preferred playstyle, so if you prefer to do something else, no judgment here, believe it or not. Let's go and install a couple of lights in here, because it seems like our peeps might like having a little bit of light. Okay, you guys, thanks for doing the work. And then we need someone to come in here and do the work on that one. Can we change the color? Like, I want maybe a little more green in here. I think that's nice. I haven't really played much with the lights and their coloring, but I think that looks nice. A little bit of a green cast in there. A nice, healthy green. We're probably missing the copper wire for that one, if I had to guess. So we're almost at 10 transistors. Oxygen pump broke down. Where? There. Oh, and you're on fire. Okay. This dude's just randomly sleeping in here. That seems bad. It also seems like maybe we need more beds. Any year now. So the oxygen pump is destroyed. We're going to order a deconstruction and then we'll add a new one. Because, you know, we kind of need oxygen in this room. I do wonder if it's possible in this game, and I haven't looked into this because, again, I've just been kind of doing things as I go, to just, like, have a gigantic oxygen generation room and just blast all the air, the oxygen out via vents. It seems like that would work okay. I mean, maybe not, but it seems like that should work okay. Oh yeah, it's still hot in here, dude. Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. I mean, it's cooling down a little bit, but it is hot in here. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's coming down very slowly, but it is coming down. Okay. Yeah, I know, it's too hot. It's fine. This is where I wonder if it would be a good idea to have a bunch of vents everywhere. Oh, you know what I haven't done, and we can finally do, is we can finally tear this wall down. And then we can fill in the gap right there that's been there for like the last 12 years. There you go. Okay, so let's add a floor here. And with any luck, someone will go ahead and build that floor. Oh, we also need to come over to this guy. And we are at 10 out of 10 transistors. So let's stop producing. And let's start producing some copper wire. Not bad. That was pretty good at that. I wasn't hitting that too many times. Merchant ship is offering trade, so let's see what you got. They've got a lot of money. We don't. We did spend some money at some point along the way. I don't remember where, when, how, or why, but we did. Sorry, you missed it because of whatever happened. I don't know. I blame Windows, but I should have known better. And I just forgot to check something, so there you go. Oh, goodness. Let's add... I guess we can add some carbon. We're not burning it these days. So it is kind of a byproduct, I think. And then most of the rest of the stuff, like the clothing isn't too bad. I mean, 55 bucks a pop. It's just, we can't really do anything with that. I definitely don't want to sell some ore. I'm kind of tempted to sell the crude oil, but I really think we're going to regret that if we do. It's one of those things that I just think that we need to not be selling some of this stuff, and yet, you know, what are we going to do? I definitely don't want to sell any of the robots. That would be a mistake. I don't know what to sell for some of these things. I also don't want to sell any food. That also seems like that'd be a mistake. Goodness, like we have all these ore. I think what we really need is we need another, like a couple of furnaces to just start processing some of this stuff. Let's sell some glass. We have a lot of glass. We can sell, we'll sell that many. And then I'm okay with getting money from them, but I also do kind of want to get a few other things. Like, I don't know what the microchip does. Essential component for AI-driven workers. That's crafted in the assembler. Yeah, the crafting station. Oh, microchip. Sorry, I was thinking of something else entirely. Yes, I know what the microchip does. Grain turns into the nutrient extractor, which gives us flowers. So yes, aware of that one. This is not a hat you would ever want to wear. Okay, I'm not sure why you can buy crawlers, but I guess we can. There's no way we can afford atmosphere mix. Oh wow, look at that. It's something that you use for terraforming. I thought it might be, but to see it actually spelled out, that's very interesting. Advanced real-time low overhead compression algorithm provided by this chip will add 50% extra disk space to any compatible device. That'd be great if we had something that would be worth putting that into, I guess. I don't know. We can buy some meals. We can buy some plates. Produced by processing iron in furnace. We've been doing that, so that's not something that I thought maybe it was done something differently, but no, it's not. Okay. Silicon is going to give us circuit boards and microchips, so we know that. I don't think there's really much I want to get from these guys. I mean, we do have some iron. We don't have a ton, but I think we probably have enough for a while. I might be inclined to just take the money, although it is kind of handy to have helmets. So maybe what we'll do is we'll buy We'll buy 2 helmets, and I forget if we have... I forget how many spacesuits we have. I'm going to leave it at that for now. And I know that might seem stupid to buy the helmet, and that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, it should no longer be too hot in here, I hope. 109 degrees is too hot, huh? Okay. Well, ideally it'll be fine. Okay, so you have now put that guy in place, so let's do a reinforced wall right there and right there. And then we'll add one inside right there. And that should recomplete our exterior there. And maybe what we should do is add some reinforced walls right. Oh, we need floors. Okay, so one thing at a time here. Let's... Where are we at with storage? We're actually at a pretty decent spot. So if we do this, we can move that guy there. This can be moved over here. That can be moved over there, and that can be moved over there. Okay. I want to do some removing of things. And we're still waiting for this to be finished. Excellent timing, my friend. And we're going to go to this guy and go to, hey, go to the light. We're going to copy the color and paste it there. So, temperature's good in here. Oxygen saturation, so easy for me to say, is not great, but it's probably good enough. I mean, if we end up building a vent between rooms, that'll kind of solve the problem, I think. Because we have, I mean, I don't know, we just, apparently these guys, they don't work the way I want them to. Like, I half wonder if you put a vent here and then spill it out there, I bet it would do better. Whatever. Ah, goodness. Where are we at on power? 392. It's going to take so much power to go through that research. It really is. And I know we've got a bunch in batteries, but we're going to see what happens. This is going to start the research. We've connected that storage to power. As soon as that comes online, we're going to start researching. I think. Oh, because these guys are being moved. I knew that. I knew that. Okay. Actually, we need to move this one over there. And then we're going to build a reinforced wall back there. I'm going to do this one at a time. It's going to be stupid. But, you know, gotta have rhyme and reason and such and so forth. Yeah, I know. We should do that. We're working on that, actually. Believe it or not, we are working on it. We're up to 5 food in storage there. I'm kind of hesitant to start moving too much just yet. So here, let's move this guy to right there. And then we're going to move these right here and move those right there. I gotta say, there's just some things in this game I really like being able to just grab a bunch of those things like that and just kind of queue up a group move. It's really good. I mean, I know it seems like a dumb little thing, but those are the kinds of things that just make life much, much better when you're trying to play this kind of game. Like, really and truly does. Okay, we have connected that one back to power. Give that a second to connect. Or not. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, all those guys have been moved. So what I want to work on next is to get rid of that wall there. So we're going to get rid of that reinforced wall. And then we're going to build a door right here. And then I think I also want to get rid of that wall there. And the door would probably make better sense to put it up higher, but I'm okay with this for now. I think that guy's going to be just out of reach, but we do still have some room on a couple of these, so we'll just connect you. That'll be fine. And then we're going to build a vent right there. Suppose I should have checked to see what it takes. Copper wire and transistors. Okay, good to know. And you're still going to be out of reach, so we'll use that one. And I am very curious if that's going to help kind of take care of the oxygen level in here, if that'll help kick it up. It seems like it should, you know? I mean, we've got 3 oxygen generators in the area. By technicality, we've got one right here with this guy. In fact, I should see what is the oxygen level in this room. It's sufficient. Okay. And then we're going to start moving everything over there in just a moment. I want to see how we are over here because I don't want to lose track of everything. And then there you go. Connect those guys up. And that should be enough to start researching. There it is. And you can see we are blowing up our electricity grid. We're 150K over what we can manage. That's why we built a lot of solar panels, and that's why we're going to build more. It's going to be a minute before we can get up to the solar arrays instead of the solar panels, so we just got to work with what we have for now. Inefficient research. Yeah, I know there is not enough power. That's fine. I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. I suppose we could, just for the time being, we could burn some fuel. It's probably not a bad idea, but I don't know what we can burn. Oh, I guess we could burn a ton of silicon, but I don't want to do that. We could burn carbon for a while. I mean, really, we can kind of burn anything, so it doesn't matter that much. We could burn bread for fuel if you really wanted. I don't really want to do that, though. I guess we'll just go ahead and set all of these guys to be burning carbon. And I don't remember, this one is still running, huh? So that one we never turned off. Good to know. So we'll turn those guys on. That'll give us a little more power in our system. There we go. Now we're only not that much over, which I can live with that. I mean, we're draining batteries pretty quickly here, but... Ooh, La Machine. La Machina? I don't know. And Deborah just joined the colony. You are... Let's see, I need to see... What are you? You, traits. Traits is... Nope. I don't even know what a blutophobic is. Fear of water? Oh. Interesting. Good to know. You are male. I figured you're probably male. The name of the machine. That seems like something that, you know, a dude would say, I'm a machine. More so than a woman, but, you know, not necessarily always true. Put that last wall back in place. This looks pretty good in here now. We should probably check on our clothing levels. So you guys are going to go get some clothes. Oh yeah, we need to relocate that too. So I'm going to start relocating some of these things. We're going to relocate this guy to... let's put this in here. Just because that's where everyone emerges, is they all emerge in that room. And then we're going to move this over to... Nope, wrong button. I want it back. I meant to move it. I promise. We're going to move that one over there. We haven't checked on Whiskers in a while, by the way. Where is Whiskers? Where are you, buddy? You're just wandering around. Whiskers, you're still 100% mood. 7 years and 87 days. Oof. Good kitty. Okay, so some of the stuff is being moved. That is good. We might turn this into like a big growing chamber or something. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and move this guy to right there. That works for me. Everyone's going to face each other when they get in and out of there. Y'all are going to deal with it. Can I just, like, blast this into everything? Probably not. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Here we go. We have basically run out of nodes that we can connect to these. Make sure those are all copied. Check in our electricity. It's not bad. I mean, we're basically out of battery power at this point. That one has some power. That one has some power. And I don't think these are actually charging. I think they're probably draining. Yeah, they're draining, but that's okay. We are making progress. We will get there. It's all very, very slowly sort of working out. We still can't get to this area over here. I guess we probably need to fix the walls here. So I'm going to queue up some walls to be put in place. And then the next time around, what we'll do is we will continue. I got to do this right so that I don't break everything. I have to leave this spot open because otherwise no one will be able to get to that one if I don't. We'll let everyone put all that crap back together, which I hope no one, runs out of power when they're outside over there, and that could be bad. We might want to have more charging things. I think we added one that you're not aware of. My bad. I couldn't tell you where, though. I think it's over... Oh, it's over here. There you go. Added a charging station and a repair station, because I thought that might not be a bad idea to do that. So this guy, how are you doing? Let's go ahead and eject a bunch of steel plates. That's basically out of stuff over here. And then this guy has a bunch of flour, protein, and water. I don't know, there's probably something where someone will come and pick this stuff up on its own, but whatever. Whatever. I think maybe it won't be a bad idea. Once we'll get through this advanced computing research, and then I think we'll add a couple more furnaces. That seems to be like a pretty good idea because it takes a long time to process stuff. So we can start turning this area of the ship into the general heavy processing area. And then maybe the next order of business will be reinforcing some of these walls over here because these are looking pretty dainty and I'm not happy about that. And I'm a little concerned if we get hit by meteoroids again, what that's going to do to us. For now, we will call that good. We will pick up our advanced computing research on the next one. And before we go, we will check on the map. We are halfway between Pluvius Domum and Ola Hester Star, and with a little luck, maybe we'll arrive at Ola Hester on the next one, and if not, won't be too long. Catch you next until, and thanks for watching. See you later.